Good morning, folks, and it is time to talk about the third installment. Yes, this is number 3. Interior angles. Remember, number 1 was central angles. Number 2 was inscribed angles. And then number 3, we're talking about interior angles. Or you might talk about inside the angles, not at the center. So these are interior angles not at the center. So let's talk about some things. A line that intersects a circle in exactly 2 points is called a secant. So like line PQ intersects at P and point Q, it's 2 points. And then RS is at 2 points. Those are secant lines. If 2 secants or chords intersect in the interior of the circle, then the measure of the angle is 1/2 the sum of the measure of the intersected arcs. So measure of angle 1 would be 1/2 of arc PR plus arc SQ. You could also write it as PR plus arc SQ divided by 2. Either way works. Okay? If you're doing it on a regular calculator, you have to do this first and then divide by 2. You have to add first and then divide by 2. Don't forget your parentheses. All right, so let's look at interior angles and tangent lines. A tangent line touches in exactly 1 point on the circle. It's called a tangent line. If a secant or a chord and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency, what do you think a point of tangency is? That's where they intersect. That's where the tangent line touches at the circle. Then the measure of each angle is 1/2 the measure of the arc. So like this one would be 1/2 the measure of TU. Or TV, I'm sorry, TV. And the other one would be 1/2 the measure of TUV. So this one, it would be the purple. This one would be the red. Okay, let's do some practice. So the measure of angle 1. Let's see, I like green. So angle 1. So we take this arc right here. And we take 52 plus this little arc over here plus 40 divided by 2. You're going, well, that looks like an average. You're right. It is an average. So 52 plus 40 divided by 2. 52 plus 40 divided by 2. I get 46. And that is my answer. So angle 1 is 46 degrees. Let's try another one. Oh, this one's a little different. Remember, we want arc 1 plus arc 2 divided by 2 to give us the angle. Okay, we've got arc 2, but we don't have arc 1. I'm going to put an X right there. So arc 2 is blank, is X. So let's see what we have. We have arc 1. I want to say arc 1 is X. Plus arc 2, 28, over 2 equal to 45. Arc 1 is the one that's facing the X. Okay, how do I undo division here? I'm going to multiply by 2, So I have X, these would cancel. See? So now I have X plus 28 equal to 90. So subtract the 28. So I have X equal to 262 degrees. So not degrees, it's just X. Now what is that our X? That is our X. So X is equal to 62 degrees. So the measure of GH, arc GH, is equal to 62 degrees. All right. Let's try another one. Remember that this one is the angle is equal to 1/2 the arc. See. Make sure I'm right on that. Yes, 1/2 the arc. So I've got an angle, so 220 is equal to the arc divided by 2. I can rewrite this as arc divided by 2, which makes it easier. So then I just multiply by 2. These cancel out, but I have to multiply by 2 over here. So 220 times, I did this wrong. You're going, Miss Rogers, you're doing it wrong. You're right. I am doing it wrong. I don't have the angle, but I do have the arc, 220 divided by 2. So the arc is right here. I don't have the angle. So angle 3 is what I'm looking for. So 220 divided by 2, angle 3 equals 110. Sorry about that. I make mistakes too. So you have to pay attention. All right, so the next one. Find the measure of each angle. So this one, remember, is the angle R is equal to 1/2 the measure of arc RT. So what do I have? I have angle R. Angle R is 74 equal to, I can take the 1/2 and write it as RT divided by 2. So RT divided by 2. I want to get rid of that divided by 2, so I multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. That cancels. So 74 times 4 is 841. 148 degrees equals RT. There's my answer. It's actually a measure. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. That's it. That's all you have to do. If you have any questions, please be sure to give me a call, text, or email.